the worst thing that ever happened to the blacks.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that? What's wrong with the blacks? What's wrong with the blacks?
A woman that's smart and disagreeable is not a woman that's in high demand.
What's wrong with the blacks?
Us to turn our backs on our divinity. There are beings that we cannot see. There is evil.
What's wrong with the blacks? What's wrong with the blacks?
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the very first episode of What's Wrong with the Blacks. I'm your host, Shamara Ali, and I have my wonderful co-host here. What up, Kay?
Hell yeah. What up, though? It's your boy SLK, single letter K, host of the Hell Yeah, We Want to Know podcast. Y'all know what it is. Tapping in with my baby girl, Shy down in Shy Town. Hell yeah, what's good, baby?
Nothing. It's just cold as hell out here. You already know.
True.
It's cold as hell.
So damn true.
All right. Well, before we even get started, Kay, I know you said that you have the Hell Yeah, We Want to Know podcast. Is there anything else up and coming that you want us to know about before I start getting
Well, actually, we know. Hopefully, by the end of before the end of the month, we'll have another Venus versus Mars panel on deck. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, we can get that together. If not, y'all tap in at the end of the year. We're gonna do a recap of the whole year. You know what I'm saying, on podcast. You know what I'm saying, the events. You know what I'm saying, the shows. You know what I'm saying, pay tribute to the guests that tapped in. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying, to make it do what it do. So, you know, what you got going on in your podcast, Miss Lady?
my podcast been going real slow because I've been taking some time off to try to get this real estate stuff cracking, and boy, it's been a journey, but we gonna get through it. You guys can find me on Story Hill Hood, YouTube. You can go to the website storyhillhood.org. We out there. Outreach. If you need some food, let me know. I got you. Also, you can find me at Blue Collar Babes, which we will be having new episodes coming in January, maybe even a new cast member. So we're always networking, finding, and building. Yeah, you know, hit me up if you need me. If you guys need some spiritual work, some healing, I'm here for you, and you know it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the reason why we decided to do this show. And I think it's very important that we have a show where we sit down and we, as a community, discuss the issues that we have within our own community, the Black community.
Okay. Hell yeah, what's wrong with the blacks?
What's wrong with the Blacks? All right.
Hell
This
yeah.
is a self-reflecting type of conversation. This is we're going to hold ourselves accountable type of conversation. Okay. So this is for everybody, not just the Blacks. This is for anybody who wants to contribute to the conversation, because guess what? When we get our act together as a Black community, we still are going to have to come outside our community to build with each other. And we want other people to want to work with us. Hell, we need to be able to work with us. So, yes, I don't even want to leave. We have guests already, but I'm going to let on our first guest here, Miss Rhonda. And I just want you guys to know we will be doing our topics. We have 4 main topics that we're going to try to stick to in a timely manner whatsoever, 30 minutes or so. And then I'll be trying to move on to the next topic. But the first topic is, why do Black women accept being sexualized so publicly, or publicly sexualized? The second one is, why don't Blacks practice group economics? Like, us coming together and practicing what's going to be best for our community economic wise. And black on black crime, for sure. That's got to be discussed. And also blacks' use of the government. Now, the blacks' use of the government is we're gonna kind of like tie that in there with each one of these, but you get the main rundown of the points here. You guys can hop in at any time. Just click the link that we are going to put in the chat. It's already in the chat. And go to my page. I got it on my page. You can share it. Click the link. If you want to join us, if you want to join in on the conversation, you can always type it in the comment section, or you can bring your meaningful conversation and contribution right here, live, where everybody wants to hear and see where you got where you can lay out the resources and the solutions, because after all, that's what we're here to do. Okay. All right. The first guest, leave her here in the shadow gallows. Miss
Hell yeah,
Rhonda.
no.
Hey,
Woo!
what's
She
up?
Hey. Woo! Go ahead and do one of these for us. Go ahead and do one of them for us, girl.
I don't want to do it too much.
Hey, that look all natural shit. That look all natural, by the way.
Yeah,
For real?
I only do weaves in the summer because our hair sweat and I'll be looking at Shaka Khan in the summertime. So
I ain't mad at you. I feel your shit.
I'll
They'll
say
be
we
glad to
love
have you on the panel with us this evening.
Yes. Why do you feel like, Miss Rhonda, that this is something important that we need to be having here? Because you seem like you couldn't wait to come on and share what you had to express.
especially about the economics portion of it. When I first read it, I said, she talking about 401k stocks? Like, what is she talking about?
Everything.
Because nobody talked to me about it. I didn't know about it until I started working at Best Buy. I was in my 30s when I found out about 401ks. Because my mom didn't know. That's not a conversation in our generation that was had from our parents to us. They put the money in the bank and pay your bills. That's all they knew. They didn't know about, 401ks and preparing for your future. You just knew that, you get your Social Security when you turn 62. Now they didn't raise the age to 67. Now they trying to raise it to 70. We're going to be working forever, y'all.
For real.
Yeah.
I
And so you got to prepare for your future, because who wants to work that long? I don't want to work that long. My plan is to retire at 59 and a half, because that's when you can go into your 401k without being penalized. So a lot of people don't know that. So look, until they change it, unless they change it.
Right.
But,
Everybody taking it
but
out.
yeah,
borrow
just things like that. I didn't know about. So I had a conversation with my kids early, because I want them to be informed so they can start anytime you have a job. That 401k follows you to every job that you have. So you just building on top of that. But if you don't know, you don't know. We don't know what we don't know.
Yep. And we suffer from a lack of what? Knowledge.
Yep.
Okay. Why do you feel like this is really something that we need to talk about? And tell me some of the frustrations that you have within your own culture.
Well, when we decided to put the show together, I thought about it and was like, my frustration was boiling over. So I'm like, it's time to start having these open conversations with each other. I mean, because, so many of our black people, we follow trends and we follow the supposed norm instead of following what's in our hearts and what's in our really what's in our heads. And so we need to start really having these open conversations with each other, because our community is fucked up. I ain't even gonna sugarcoat it. Bottom line, all the way around, we always want to talk about the outside world, but the inside world with the blacks. That's why we say what's wrong with the blacks on this, episode, because it's our community that's fucked up. We can blame everybody, but we need to start taking accountability for oneself. So again, in order for us to do that, we got to start from the beginning. Conversations, open conversations. They might be a little uncomfortable, but fuck it. I mean, hell, we all grown. We all want to see our community prosper and grow. So without those communications or without those conversations, it won't be had. So I feel this was a good show to start off. It just continues to just start building, as we go along, So hopefully this will open doors and open conversations to more solutions. Because I mean, we can have this conversation till we blue in the face, but we need solutions for real, for real.
We definitely need solutions, and I see people already in the chat already definitely saying how they feel our pain, and how there's definitely our number one problem is that we're too sensitive and that we're blind to everything. Yeah. And I'm definitely tired of us destroying each other too. For sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, we're just going to lead ourselves down a path where we ain't going to be able to get ourselves up out of. And we might already be there in a lot of different ways. So before we get into our first question, which I know the ladies, we can't wait to talk about. I'm going to share these two videos of Mr. Dr. Claude Anderson just to get us in the right mindset of why we want to continue on this path of trying to figure out what the problems are and come up with solutions.
1618 up until 1866, blacks were slaves. They didn't belong to any party, and they got slavery out of it. From 1866 to 1936, about 96% of all the blacks in the United States belonged to the Republican Party. What they got was Jim Crowism out of it. From 1936 up to 1996, almost 97% of all the blacks in the United States belonged to the Democratic Party. What they've gotten is benign neglect. So partisanship is not the issue. The issue is that black folk have never had an effective strategy for dealing with white racism in this country. That's the issue. You can win as a minority population if you learn and find out how it's been done in the past. Jews are a minority religious group, but they do win. The National Rifle Association is a minority social civic group, but they do win. The wealthy elite in this country is a minority group, but they do win. When will we sit down and strategize how do we win as a minority?
Hell
You're doing this right now.
Cannot build wealth and power until you have a community. We are the only people in this nation that do not have one single solitary community. You cannot acquire power and wealth without a community, and yet we do not have one single black community in America. That's from New York to San Diego. To have a community, you must have three things in it, Paul. You must have a wholly independent economic structure, just like you got one down in Asia Town. Two, you must have a code of conduct on how you're going to treat each other, and how you're going to interact with each other, and how you're going to deal with each other and bargain with each other. And thirdly, you must have some form of governance that will control and regulate the behavior of people in your community and deal with other organizations outside your community. Blacks do not qualify on either one of those terms. We do not have communities. So consequently, without a community, you have no place to store your wealth, your value, your history, your culture, your employment, and your business opportunities.
Thank you, Mr. Claude.
Damn.
Right, spin some hot,
Hell
heavy
yeah.
truth. Okay, so going into the first question, it is, why do black women accept being publicly sexualized? And I will say this, as a black woman, as a woman, period, women are definitely heavily sexualized, and we accept it on various different levels. We may not commit to the fact that we accept it as in we partake in those actions, but we definitely support those who do partake in those actions. And we as women do not riot in the streets or even shame other women for sexualizing themselves, for sexualizing their daughters, for sexualizing their mothers. We as mothers sexualize ourselves, sexualize our daughters, sexualize our sisters. And when are we going to draw the line in the sand? Now, I specifically wanted to talk with black women about this because within our community, we do not have a strong structure of women that we can follow and look up to and that are role models. Every time you see the TV, they're always talking about Megan Thee Stallion, Glorilla, Cardi B, those type of women. But we never hear about the astronauts that are black women. I don't even know any because I would have to look them up because they're not prevalently put in our faces. Where are these black bankers and CEOs and mathematicians and neuroscientists and surgeons that they're out here saving lives literally, but we don't get to hear about them. They're not paraded. And if they are paraded, it's going to be because of a reason that they sexualize themselves, like their OnlyFans model, or they in their past was a stripper and they were stripping in order to become a teacher, and they were just doing it in college to get the money, get the bag. And we don't say anything about that because why? They had to do what they had to do, right? Right. But if we dig deeper, we all have a choice, and we all have the accountability to accept something or to reject it. So why do we openly accept the stereotype of Black women being so sexualized? Hey, Reg, I see you commenting. Yeah. Hey.
Mae Jameson is an astronaut.
What you think about that, Ms. Rhonda?
Yep. She like the
What's
only
that?
one we ever knew about.
Right, and
Greta Scott King.
how often is she publicized and actually put out in the limelight to be like, okay, yeah, she's somebody to be followed or looked upon as a great. We barely even know her, barely even heard her damn name. But again, I've heard of Godzilla. I mean, not Godzilla. What's her damn name? Godzooky.
Right.
Gorilla.
Look, I can't name not one song of Gorilla whatever. I don't know any. I couldn't tell you a Cardi B song. I couldn't tell you none because
It's
I was
because you're
raised
from a different generation.
and that's what I was about to say. It's because I'm from a different generation. Like I feel like I'm 53, so it's a certain outfits. Yeah, you know, Black don't crack. So it's certain outfits I would not wear because I'm of a certain age. I'm of a certain size. I just don't want to be representing my husband or my household in a way that is not a good representation of me. And I'm a child of God. So I'm just not going to be out there looking crazy like that. You know, it's just not me. And I think unfortunately a lot of the younger people that you see are doing this because we got grandparents that are like 28 and 30. You know, and that's just real. That's just real.
Right.
So because they are young, they're raising their kids as friends and not as parent and child relationships. So they're growing up together. So they clubbing together. So they don't have that breakdown. Like I told my child, we can't be friends until you 21, and we might not even be that, depending on how you act. You know, you still my child. You know, but listen, I love my daughter, but she would not be a friend that I would pick. That's just real talk. But I love her unconditionally. That's my girl, you know, that's my ride or die. I'll do anything for her. But on the friend side of it, you know, she a broke friend. You know? But I think that's where the breakdown comes in because they're having these kids young, so they, like you said, they don't have the image of what it is, what good is supposed to look like. So they don't know. All they see is social media. They're bringing these kids up with Facebook, with Instagram, with Snapchat. They got tablets. Like I just told y'all, my grandbaby got a tablet at 11. Now it's 11 months old. It's modified, so she can't do anything on it, and she can't read, write, nothing like that yet. But we're putting them in a situation where they are getting all this information, and if you don't monitor it, then you don't know what it is that they're looking at. So that's all that they're seeing. So that's all that they're gonna do.
So let me ask you ladies a question, since there's two ladies on the panel. Why do y'all feel that, you know, women, society, we know sex sells, bottom line. We all know sex sells. So that's just the, you know, bottom line of it. But when you really analyze, doesn't it really affect how the generations of young women are coming up? Doesn't that really truly affect how they come up? Because they're seeing sex sales as a way to promote themselves or to get money, but that's not really, because you know, it just seems like it's a problem within our community that Black women, all women, but mainly Black women, get sexualized so much, and it's like we accept the shit like, and it shouldn't be, because I don't remember back in the 70s when I was born, and in the 80s, women being, you know, all on TV, butt ass, booty naked, you know, monkey paw showing, you know what I'm saying, you know, you know, and we always had the sex sales. We had the, you know what I'm saying, back in, you know, for the rap, Lil Kim, you know, talking freaky. But again, but it's just gone so far to where it just seems like it's just destroying our women's, sense of worth, self worth. Don't that's from a man's point of view. It seems like we're destroying our young women's self of worth. Like, okay, a man wants to see all this. No, he don't. No, he don't. He don't
Well,
want to
that's
see.
because there's no man in the household to bring the child up. They don't have their daddies to say, "Baby, you are beautiful," and what you are and how you look and all that. It's just the mamas raising them. They sometimes not even at home because they at work, single parents. Like, I get it. I was raised by a single parent. It's just that my single parent was strict. My mama didn't play that. I was scared of
Yeah.
my mama. I didn't. She didn't play that.
Girl,
But it's
yeah.
a different generation. And because that's how I was raised, that's how I brought my kids up. My daughter didn't get a phone until she was 13. I see 7-year-olds with phones. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different generation. Is how you go about raising your child. And she was in a 2-parent. They had a thing for at my daughter's school where they was like, everybody who has 2 parents in the home stand on this side of the class, and she was the only person that was on that side of the classroom. And I was like, wow. I said, first off, why they doing that? Secondly,
Hey,
that's
so
jacked
weird.
up that she was the only person that had her mother and father married in the classroom of 32 kids.
Dang.
That's
So
good.
I was like, I told her, I said, so what did you think about that? Wasn't that eye opening for you? Like, to see that it's hard out here for everybody don't have it like you got it. First off, be grateful for the things that you have and the things you
Amen to
tell them.
that.
Yes, you think I'm strict or whatever, because I wouldn't let them watch like PG. They had to watch PG movies. They couldn't watch rated R movies. Like, I
Oh,
was that parent.
you
So
to
it
watch
was.
Chucky.
Listen, but it kept them innocent, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to keep you, because there's enough stuff out there in the world. The world is gonna teach you some stuff, regardless if you want to learn it or not. When you at home, you safe.
Yes, I definitely feel like you hit it right there on the head. It's definitely generational, and I definitely feel like we accept the sexuality being high within America, period, and it like diminishes their innocence. So like you already said, being Black in America, you're already at such a disadvantage by not having potentially 2 parents in a household and not even having like a community, a thriving community. You know what I'm saying? Because like I have Mexican, Hispanic friends, and like they have their parents too, but they also have like their tias and their tios, and they got their abuelitas, and they got like everybody, and they stay in close contact with everybody.
Takes a
And
village.
it's like in a
Village.
village, and it's like they
Mm-hmm.
all work to build each other up, and it's like not one of them would really step out of line. Most of them are married and they got families. Like most of them wouldn't even step out of line because they know like that's gonna bring a certain level of shame to their family, to their fathers, and they gonna get hit upside their head with a chunkla more than likely for acting up with your mama. You can't be going out there embarrassing your mama. And I know, like I am a young generation, so I know what I had to fight against, because these girls was out here doing these girls was out here doing unspeakable acts at a very young age. And I was raised in the Nation of Islam. So you want to talk about strict? My mama was strict. My mama was strict. Strict. White people be the devil. They strict. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like growing up, I'm like, oh my gosh, like white people are so bad. But then seeing it, I'm like, we're bad to ourselves.
Yes.
Like we be rooting ourselves on when it comes to being like, oh girl, you look good. Your body looks good. You know, you should show more skin. You know, why you covered up? Why you dressing like a nun? You know, we should have inches down your back. Like you should have them blonde. You know, you should have the lashes out. You know, you should get. If you don't like the way you look, girl, you doing it for you. You should go get that surgery. You know what I'm saying? You should go get that tummy tuck. You should go get those boobs filled or something like that. You know, and it's like I hear it among ourselves, and like it's just crazy the programming that have switched on and off from like your generation to my generation to the next generation. And it's like we are so very disconnected in like, how do we get this way?
Right.
It couldn't
Because the sense of entitlement is crazy for this generation. They think everything is just owed to them. Like we have to work for ours, but they think it's owed to them. So,
Right.
and it's like the last good role model that, that we had that was out there in public, Michelle Obama. Like, I love me some Michelle Obama. Like, that's my girl, but, she was, high class, whatever. And in politics, that's not something that you see, So it's like, and I love Michelle. She could do no wrong. But everybody doesn't aim to be in that level. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. She dressed real nice. She don't be looking all crazy or whatever. Well, how come we can't be like that? Like, but she not cool. That's not the cool.
I think where people lose Michelle Obama is her status. I think people look at her and be like, even though she's a black woman, she was the highest status a black woman could be in America, and that's the first lady. So it's like for her to be the first lady, I felt like even though she grew up in Chicago, there's a huge disconnection, between her and us. Even though she tries to portray that there really is. We didn't go to Ivy League private schools and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like
That's true.
some of us didn't even go to college. Most of us, if we did, we went to college. We still in debt from it. Ain't even working from a job, in our field. So economically, I feel like we a little bit different.
So
I feel
That's
like
another part too that you bring up the college thing. So people who go to college because they gotta pay, like you said, you still paying off the bills. The quickest way to get those bills paid off is to do what?
let me go ahead and start this OnlyFans. Let me go ahead and shake a tail feather real quick because I know like sex sells, but
Excel.
It pays the money and you get your debts paid off quicker. So I'm just like,
you're gonna be taking on moral debt. You're gonna be taking on moral debt.
Yeah,
Okay.
Exactly. Exactly.
but that's the point. So but people do they care about moral debt? You know what I'm
because
saying?
moral
They don't
debt
think about it.
Do black people really? Do the blacks really have morals nowadays? Honestly,
we used to have the highest of morals in the country.
You said that past tense though.
We used to.
Exactly.
We used to. Somewhere down the way, we didn't lost our morals, and now we have a very low moral currency.
Yes.
In our community, that's why we have the highest level of baby mamas and baby daddies, is because we practice fornication and instant gratification, and we don't do family planning, we don't do marriages and things like that. So
I'm gonna turn it around. I'm gonna blame the black man.
No,
I'm gonna blame the black man. You know why? Because if y'all wasn't buying it, we wouldn't be having to sell it, because it would just be a stop and it would be a no trend and there would nobody be looking at it. I'm just saying, stop looking at it. But you don't because you like what you see.
We is not gonna be able. We are not gonna be able to get to the next question. We have another guest, another female on deck.
Hey, it's my bestie. What up, though?
Hell yeah! What up?
Hello.
How you doing? Look, she got the glasses. We all got glasses.
Hey,
Look,
all
except
the
for
better
except for
to
K.
see you with, my dear.
Except for K. K can't wear his glasses.
K can't see either.
Right, exactly. That's why I'm squinting at the damn TV. What's up, TV? You all right?
Hey now. Had to handle the dog business. Like, they take us out. We don't take them out. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, yeah.
Had to be taken out and, patient with when I gotta go. And then God forbid a gopher comes out from nowhere, a groundhog or whatever them damn things is called, and he got to go and get it. So yeah, I'm out there like Santa on the reindeer. Whoa.
What in the world? You talking about that dog, Keita?
The damn dog, y'all. The damn dog.
The damn dog.
But we talking about the blacks. Why the blacks don't want to pick up their own dog shit when they go walk them? I mean, we can talk about that.
Yeah, we don't care about our community.
Well,
we do not care.
It's bad for the community. Like, why would we want to do that? That's lowering the value of the home. Nobody wants to come and buy the houses in the neighborhood. Don't nobody pick up the dog shit. Don't nobody cut the grass. Don't nobody take care of they gutters and It's
Now we
all
could
good.
talk about some real estate stuff pertaining to the blacks.
I mean,
But yeah, within the
I'm just,
community, we do not have no community pride.
I'm just
Well,
But
saying.
Miss Nikita,
we'll get to all those subject matters as these subjects
I
keep
know.
going
I
on.
just came on in growling. I'm sorry.
right?
Where we at in the
Well,
show? Hey.
let's get back to this first topic. Makita, let's hear your observation about why black women accept being publicly sexualized.
Why do black women accept being publicly sexualized?
Yes.
Yes.
Because black women overvalue money over their bodies.
Woo!
That sounds like a moral thing, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yes.
Okay. I was just making sure because we said the blacks don't. A lot of us blacks don't have morals nowadays. It's just like we just like whatever, just fuck.
Well, it has become, we desensitized. I mean, everything is sex and money, and so it's just been a tunnel vision. We've been undervalued for so long. We're looked at as, savage, and a lot of folks have, simply developed a mindset and a lifestyle surrounding that.
So how do we get away from that shit? I mean, what do y'all think? Some a couple of solutions, just throw them up in the air that y'all think might start guiding us to right. Because again, if this keeps going on from generation to generation, this shit will never change. We're gonna keep having these same problems, and the next the next generation of kids gonna be even worse than it is nowadays. Because again, if you're praising people who talking about my dookie hole is brown and I suck cum and all this crazy shit.
Jesus!
I'm just
I
saying
mean,
these are the people that's being publicized and what I'm saying and glorified in our communities. Like again, when I can see little girls out there 4 or 5 years old on videos twerking like a motherfucker and their mamas in the background cheering their asses on, where they do that at? Make it make sense. What the fuck is that about? How do you allow your child that's not even mentally developed to be out here twerking on TikTok or whatever these fucking videos I be seeing them on? Like, come on. I mean, again, Rhonda, when you said about the man, I'm not mad at you because pimping and hoeing been from the beginning of the time. So again, niggas been paying and women been selling. So hey, but what are some solutions that we need to try to come to, y'all? Because again, this shit is bad.
You said pimping and hoeing. Oh Jesus!
It's
well, a
not
lot of
going nowhere.
forums, certainly a lot of forums like this, if we can expand and broaden. I mean, we have case you such as yourself have to, these have to be conversations that you men, and I don't want to point to you, you know what I'm saying, but it's a conversation that men have to have in their barbershops. It's a conversation that men have to have at the grill. It's a conversation that men have to have because it's the conversation that women are having. You know what I'm saying? We're having that conversation with each other. We're saying that.
Why not come to us and talk to each other? That's what we need. Us men can talk to us men, but we all need to come together and have these conversations because again, y'all talking from the left and we talking from the right. That shit is like, and when it come together, just like really. So we need to start
Because
talking to each other.
baby, because let me just say the fact of the matter is men listen to men don't listen to women. Men think because when we try to explain things to you all or discuss and have these types of conversations, you deem it as nagging. You're like, oh, that's but if more men see that it's acceptable for a woman to come to you, be like, man, she probably wasn't just saying that, man. She probably was just saying this, or man, did you try to say such and such to her? Or did you, so it sounds better coming from a man than it would from a woman. And so then the conversation is taking place in the home. But it's led by men. You all were snatched from us. So your mindset was changed a long time ago. We've always been nurturers. We even nursed the white man's kids. You know what I'm saying? So we've always been in our element as a woman. And so we have to retrain the brain of the male so that it'll help. We're in our masculine. A lot of women are operating in our
Okay.
masculine.
Okay.
So that's why.
Right. Okay. Well, honestly, I feel your proverbs, but not so much. And the reason being is because of the fact that I hear the deflection, the blame game. Again, we don't need to do that with these type of conversations because again, this affects our whole. Women are single, strong, independent black women are raising these kids regardless of what the fuck. Regardless, okay, we already said the man is excluded. He's out of that equation. So again, y'all women need to take accountability, just like us men. But accountability needs to be had because again, if we don't sit up here and talk to our children and talk to our, you know what I'm saying, as a young age coming up, they're going to be on the same path that everybody else is on, blaming and deflecting. Our black community, all the blacks, anybody who's watching this motherfucker, when we say the blacks, we talking about honestly all of the niggas, honestly, because a lot of black Americans are not following the trends that these motherfuckers. And I stopped following trends a long time ago because I seen it wasn't going nowhere. It was just like a groupie ass get along type of shit. So again, when you start really analyzing shit, the blacks follow so many fucking shit. If a motherfucker tell you, hey, I voted for this motherfucker, black people will dog the fuck out that motherfucker if they don't agree with his ass. True or not?
True.
Let me play this video. Play that video with old boy and Officer Sucker. Hold on one second, y'all.
I think it's this one.
I was just told that I turned my back on the black community because of a recent video I did about Jasmine Crockett. I've been waiting on this one. What this is called is selective morality. Let's ignore the fact that ain't no white robes running through our neighborhoods, just black folks terrorizing other black folks. Let's ignore the fact that ain't no white supremacists shooting up our blocks. It's us. Let's ignore the fact that we make music glorifying our own destruction and then cry when the streets match the lyrics. We love screaming black unity, but will rob, jump, scam, and kill our own people with no hesitation whatsoever. Preaching we gotta stick together while setting up your own brothers and snaking your own sisters.
Yeah, it's not doing anything.
Love blaming the society for why our neighborhoods look like war zones while cheering for the very culture that keeps them that way. Talking about black pride while rapping about murdering each other, turning women into baby mamas, and making it seem like being broke, violent, and ignorant is a personality trait. Everybody want to scream support black businesses, but will run to Gucci before you ever spend $1 with your own people while looking for a hookup at the same time. We want to whine about gentrification, but won't invest in your own community. Instead, there you go. Trash it, and then cry.
Wait a minute. So y'all ladies can't see this? Rhonda, can you see this?
I see it, but it's not playing anything. It's not. It's just two people sitting there.
That's crazy.
I don't know why that.
Me too.
Well, basically, in a nutshell, we need to start taking accountability for each other and for ourselves. So, what's some solutions that y'all can just think of off the top of y'all heads that might help rectify this situation? Well, at least turn it in the right direction, rather. Let me say that.
We as black women, we need to acknowledge that we are under personal attack when it comes to society and accepting the roles that we play. We are sometimes the trendsetters. Sometimes we are the ones that people see. First of all, we take stuff from everybody. We all take stuff from everybody. But it seems like when we do stuff, people watch it, people like it, people try to copy it. So instead of copying all of our ratchet ways and all of our hypersexual ways, maybe we can start toning it down and get back to more of our classy ways, more of our how we were back a couple generations ago ways. And I know what people are going to say. I know women are going to be like, well, if men were like how they were back then, you know, maybe we could be back how we were. But let's lead by example. How about that? Let's just, instead of just saying it, how about we just try?
Yeah.
For the younger generations more, not really y'all generation, but, you know, your generation can teach our generation. Our generation should be teaching the next generation.
But you have to be in a position to be willing to listen. And that's sometimes is not always the case. Like you said, the morals, they're just out the door these days. They don't, it's you make a choice. Like I was telling y'all, I choose to be with my husband every single day. You have to make a choice to not live that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? That's a choice that you're making. And if you cool with your choice, you ain't gonna never change it.
This is true. I mean, and folks are limited to their experiences, so if they don't know
Mm-hmm.
better, they won't do better. Um,
Exactly.
it's
Exactly.
it's a matter of breaking generational curses. So we're yeah, it's about breaking generational curses. It's about exactly being
The
willing
buck
to
stop
listen
here. Mm-hmm.
and being willing to listen because a lot of our I mean the parent has gotten younger and that's the I
Didn't
mean
I say that? I said that.
it's
That's
just
why you my best friend.
it's just I mean and so the
Hell
mindset the
yeah.
tolerance levels the patience the compromise like these are words that they're not being raised in they're being raised into instant gratification we're raising narcissists I mean it's a matter of or where it's a matter of high expectations and low accountability so um and when I say we a lot of parents want to do better or they're
Black
thinking that
America
they're
will. My
they're
bad.
thinking they're thinking that they want their child to have more than they had or my baby gonna be better than me or have it better than I but the value system or the why behind it or the pathway is it's not always explained it's not always understood and then that's when they go into the world with the unrealistic expectations of the gimme and the now so
You know what? And I feel you 1,000% right. All y'all ladies 1,000% right. And you know what? We need all the God. We need Jesus in our motherfucking lives. Cause y'all motherfuckers is just devils out here. Y'all. I think Satan is a lot of people's daddies out here. Honestly, because they
Your
follow.
podcast is literally called the Hell Yeah. You celebrate.
But I put God first. And anything I do is always God first. Fuck all that other shit. I mean, again, I might not be following the scriptures, but again, He is my Lord and personal Savior. That's bottom line, regardless of what the fuck. So all the other shit, it might be hell yeah, but it's like that's just a catchphrase. Hell yeah, we want to know because I want to know why the fuck motherfuckers ain't got God in their world. Why are so many churches, black churches, filled with a bunch of goddamn women and no goddamn men? What the fuck is that about?
You is
daddy. Satan is y'all daddy. Y'all need Christ in y'all lives for real. Not y'all two on the panel or three on the panel. I'm just saying. We need Christ in our lives, people. For real.
God is in my life. I don't believe in Jesus Christ, but yeah.
It's okay. That can just kind of circle back again to what I'm saying. Maybe it sounds better the way that you say it. But if you are having these conversations with your fellow men, come on, man, come to church with me. Or when y'all having these conversations over the barbecue pit, not saying, look at this bitch or pop, oh man, let me show you this ass. If you saying, you know what I'm saying, at the barbecue grill, man, my woman, cooks breakfast for me. Oh man, you got it good over there. You need to buy that to go to get that woman some I mean that it would help if the men are leading these
We do. We talk about women every single day at the barbershop. Every time I go to the barber, we talk about women. And we
positively.
we have these conversations about the broken homes. But again, how can us men can talk to each other till we blue in the face about what we need to do? But again, if you women don't give a flying fuck what the fuck we think or what the fuck we want,
it's not a matter of
again, y'all open y'all legs up to deadbeat ass niggas who not gonna be around.
What in the world?
So okay. It's not about not listening or not because we're on your show. Hello,
No, I'm not saying y'all. See, don't isolate yourselves. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't isolate yourselves.
What needs to happen is women need to be invited to the barbershop then. If these are the conversations, if we because they're not tuned in to the show right now. You understand what I'm saying to you?
So let me ask you a question. What about y'all?
We'll come to the barbershop on Tuesday. What's the best day? Is it Friday to come to the barbershop?
No.
We'll come in there and it's talk time Tuesday, or if that's
y'all will. Keita, you talking about y'all three. You're not talking about the big picture of women. women out here. Let's talk.
So
So again,
then
y'all must be the leaders.
that would be our job then to get the women to the barbershop. But y'all don't
No.
want us at the barbershop. We don't feel
Hell yeah.
Don't feel welcome
we don't
or
feel
comfortable.
we don't
Mhm.
feel welcome if we
With y'all
know if we
attitudes right now, hell no, we don't welcome y'all. With
So
y'all
this is-
attitudes right now, I'm not saying y'all three. I'm not
I
saying y'all
know.
three.
But I'm saying no, you don't know what attitude if you're just assuming that they're gonna have an attitude.
No, we
Uh-huh.
listen to again.
All right,
social
we're getting a little bit out of it. We're getting a little bit out of people going here.
Last thing, shot. Social media dictates everything. So when you watch women on the internet, so again, you have to go by what the masses is showing. That's all I'm saying. We visual, so we're seeing what the masses are showing. Go ahead, Shad. Get up. My bad.
I said, I think we get a little bit.
Have more forums like this. We just have to have more forums like this, where we market the invitation. If social media is calling for it, or if social media is dictating it, then we have to push and market that on social media. We have to create these types of dialogues. We have to let them know. We have to cause the algorithm to shift, letting them know that the blacks are having conversation. The blacks are talking about family. The blacks are talking about their communities, and get to where and have them get to where we talking about it at. So if it's at the barbershop, then that's where we're gonna be. Then if it's gonna be in the church, then that's where it's gonna be. If it's gonna be at the barbecue in the backyard, you know what I'm saying, then that's where it's gonna be. For the most part, we doing the pop the balloon shows, you know what I'm saying, to glorify this niggas ain't shit, bitches are twerking, so that's more so being that's more so what's being hyped or drawn to, or more so drawn. People are more so drawn to that. So we gotta make it fun. We gotta let's get to the Talk Time Tuesday, or we'll fade it up Fridays. I don't know.
Do your thing, Shad. I feel you, kid. I feel you. Do your thing, Shad.
I personally do not think that we should infiltrate men's spaces to get our point across. Men need those spaces. They need those spaces so they can have those conversations without us, because these men need to be able to come to their own conclusions without us buffering their decisions. That's the only way that they're going to be able to lead, without us trying to take over their position like we're so used to doing. But kind of going off of what we have been talking about, I kind of want to go ahead and talk about the next topic, which is the group economics, because we're talking about the barbershop. We're talking about one of the staples and havens of the Black community, which is the barbershop and is the salon. A lot of money in a lot of lucrative deals have came, from these barbershops and industries. However, they are not enough to generate economy for our communities. And they're not a safe place neither for us to be able to showcase our abilities, because we know barbershops do get shot up, robbed, all type of things. So what can we put into our communities that will generate money for us and generate business for us? Because a lot of people like to say Black people were better off during Jim Crow and before segregation. And I feel like people, when they say that, they're not fully thinking about everything that Black people were going through during those times. But I think the meat and potatoes that they're trying to say is that we had no choice but to rely on ourselves before segregation. So now that we have all these options, we're choosing not to use our own people. But before, when we had no options, we were building off of each other at exponential rates. However, other communities do not do that. Other communities do not do business with themselves and then have an opportunity to do business with outsiders. And then their business collapse within their community. First, they still keep their community's economics strong and still able to venture out and do business on the Great Plain, but we do not have that.
So you know the saying, it be your own people. Everybody say it be your own people. And that came up for a reason. I think a lot of people stop trusting because it be your own people. You be your own people, and your family will let you down. So you always, if you do come together with something, you got to be able to trust the group, trust the person, trust whoever is leading is not going to run off with the money. I mean, it happens in white culture too. It don't have nothing to do with skin color. And that's just the bottom line. People don't trust people. So it's like I can't trust that you could tell me, oh, you if you sign here, I can get you, this, that, and the other. It ends up being a Ponzi scheme. You know what I'm saying? Or it's a pyramid scheme. You don't know, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you don't know who to trust.
Why is the trust in our community? What? Okay.
God's about to say they'll trust other motherfuckers but won't trust each other. That's crazy.
That's what I was gonna say. Why is the trust within our community lower than the trust that we have with others?
Right. We believe,
especially if you see. So it's the I think the believability of that person. So say this person is on the come up, and but you seen them grow up, and you know that they used to do crack, smoke drugs, do whatever. So it's like you don't believe that they are this new person now, and it's like, oh, well, how I'm supposed to trust you now? I seen you when you couldn't do this, so it's like, if you seen them grow up, you don't believe that they can still help you, or you don't believe, especially if it's people in the neighborhood. If it's anybody from the neighborhood, you're kind of like, I don't know. I'm gonna wait to see what he do, or he doing good now, but he gonna fall off. And it's like it's always a negative aspect to it. It's like, okay, yeah, he doing good now, but wait, so I think that's a lot. That's in our culture. That's how we do our people. I don't know why that is, but I that's what I see a lot.
Well, it's the crab apple. It's the crab mentality. So, everybody's pulling everyone. Nobody wants to have anyone above them, and so they're pulling that. It's just that crab apple. And it does indeed go back to the slave days. They did pick one person to, if you tell on everybody else, you know what I'm saying, you get to go free. And so it's been that way. So it does become a trust thing. We need to have more resource centers in the community, because again, people are limited to their exposure. They're limited to their surroundings. If they don't know past Gratiot or Mac and
They don't cross
Beeswick,
8 Mile, right?
you know what I'm saying, you can't go past 8 Mile if they don't, they don't know that. You know what I'm saying? People haven't been to Germany. You know what I'm saying? People are not just up and going and experiencing Mount Clemens or Traverse City. So it's just, we need more resources. We need more resource centers and community centers that would help. We have
Educate.
to have I was going to educational classes, historical, a lot more. We have African Museum here, right here, and they don't know the significance of even just going to visit that. And it wasn't that long ago, and so we just need to have more resource centers, I believe.
And before you go, Shy, I feel you. Before you go, Shy, I just will say this much. I think a great way to build up the economic system in our community is bring the family center back. Man and woman in the household. I think that will boost our community to the fullest. Because again, back in the day when the Jim Crow era was popping off, we were able to thrive. A lot of black men and women were able to thrive with land, banks, businesses, all that shit. We had all this shit before the integration and the civil rights movement. We had all this shit. Okay, it was tough. It was slavery and all. We understand that part of the game. But again, we still, like Shai said earlier, we were able to thrive and depend on one another. How the fuck did we just get lost and skewed? Did the government just destroy our brains to where we don't think that we can survive amongst each other without the assistance of somebody. I don't
People
understand
just got
blacks. I don't
greedy.
understand the blacks. You said what, Rhonda?
People just get greedy, and they want it all for themselves. They don't want to
Boy,
share it with somebody else.
that's the
And
black.
greed is a powerful thing. It's a
Yes, it
powerful
is.
thing.
Yep. Yes,
Greed
it
is a sin.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Exactly. See,
Sin
go ahead.
before God. And it's a sin for a reason. Because if thou does not need, thou shalt not take. Thou shalt leave it for the next person who need it.
And we're not doing that. We gonna keep it all for ourselves because I might need it, even though you don't. But I might need it someday, so I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna hold on.
Yeah, we definitely operate out of self. I mean, it is a lot that is the mentality. Shoot, I'm around here hoping my best friend hit 1 million. Cause listen, I know I'm gonna get 5.
Listen,
No, I want Sha
got
to
you.
make. I want Sha to break it. You know what I'm saying? I want her to make it big because I know her and I know that I'm gonna be blessed because of it. I want Kay to get on here to go to Hollywood because you know what I'm saying. I could be texting and be like, "Keita, you in LA? Come through." I mean, that means that I got somewhere. You know. So I'll be out here hoping that my people make it because I know that means I'm gonna be good. So but that's not everybody's mind. Everybody like me.
Hell no.
I gotta get shit. Fuck that nigga. Give me mine. Where mine? You know, that's where people mindset is right now.
Exactly. That's terrible. The blacks, come on, blacks, we gotta do better. The blacks, we must do better, for real, for real.
So it sounds like for the most part, a lot of the problems that we have are psychological and mental, like things that we are our mentality. It seems like it's the way that we are thinking, which is slowing down the way that we are operating.
Absolutely.
And maybe some of us, like Kay said, maybe some of us are recognizing it amongst each other. How can we fix them? Because it's not like we could pack those niggas up and put them on a damn island. Like, how are we supposed to integrate them back into our natural society within the Black community? Like,
it goes back to that moral thing. All of the topics that y'all got going on, it all goes back to they all like interact with each other because you have the young people getting pregnant at an early age, so they don't know no better. They don't know how to be educated and make their money work for them. They only trying to work to get the money. And then whatever money that they get, they live and check to check to get what it is that they got because they just trying to listen. I'm just trying to survive right now. So that and it goes down to it goes back down to that, and it's just a matter of that. So it's us having the conversations like Key was saying. Maybe do more things like this. I'm glad y'all have this type of thing going on. Maybe we can get this out there where everybody said we need therapy. We do. It's a lot of hurt. It's a lot of hurt.
Absolutely.
We need group therapy.
More Black psychologists and psychiatrists, and
they're in it for the money, though. They're not in it to heal our people.
And that's
just like the pastors.
We need conscious, aware, and available Black doctors.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And who is that saying we need therapy? Daniel?
Hell yeah. He got a hell yeah and a hallelujah for that. For real. We definitely need therapy. We need to start talking.
So Daniel, I am so glad to know that you are. I hope that you get. I mean, there is therapy available. BetterHelp is a good one, and
but instead of everybody needs probably somebody to talk to. So individual therapy is cool, but we need that group therapy within our community. You know what I'm saying? We need some of these motherfuckers with all this motherfucking money, all these Black people out here, all these blacks out here with all this goddamn money and all these powerful platforms to be able to spew the gospel out or the word out. But do they do that? No, they'll promote whatever they fucking promote.
Gambling. Let's promote DraftKings.
Let's I can teach you, but it's gonna cost you money for me to teach you.
Right.
Like how come you can't teach? How come you can't? You already rich. What you need more money for? Like how come you can't give a free class? Like
I gotta stay rich.
That's why I understand why so many Black people follow celebrities like that. These motherfuckers don't give a fuck about nothing. They don't give a fuck about the communities they came from. You might have a handful that's giving back. You have the people that's giving back, but majority of them, these motherfuckers out for number one and self. Because again, the communities that they come from, with all this goddamn money, it should be changing within the communities. I don't see it. You don't see it on the news. You don't see it when people are frustrated and talking about the shit. Like, damn, my communities are so fucked up. Shy, you in Chicago. Y'all mayor is so fucked up.
His black ass.
Man.
He destroyed the damn whole city. You destroyed for what? You got our own people out here in the streets. The taxes that went up so high, people can't even afford to live or buy food. But you got migrants here, living here for the free. Still.
So, how is that building our black
community?
That shit is stupid. So again, I think it really starts with, well, from my point of view, I think it really starts from, family, man and woman in the household, building, trying to build generational wealth within yourself, of course, and then again, branching off to be able to depend on, like us four right here. Me and Shy got our thing connected, and we are connected the way we do our things. But if we put all our money and resources and time together, we should be able to come up with the next step to be able to do something, to be able to build with the, you feel what I'm saying? And we would say, Ron, if you put up $50,000 by 50, that's $200,000. That means we can start a business or whatever we wanted to do to be able to help the community, prosper and grow, to generate money within the community. How many people gonna really get together and trust each other, like Ron said? Motherfuckers don't trust each other. Who gonna trust? Oh man, I don't know, that motherfucker might be doing a side deal with, I don't know, Kia might be on some bullshit. Again, we gotta get out that mentality of everybody trying to fuck each other, and let's build together. Because again, if all these blacks back in the day that didn't have jack shit was able to have banks, colleges, all type of
post
small
offices.
How the fuck we can't do it
I guess I'm in a fairy tale world. You know me, I love romance novels, Christmas movies, and all that. My feeling is we got all these billionaires. We got Jay-Z, Beyonce, Rihanna, all these billionaires, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you gave just a tax write-off, you can give $10,000 to somebody. Just randomly. If you did that every once in a while, every blue moon, just here, that would help. That would help a lot. That would get a lot of people out of just credit card debt, or just them be able to feed their family for a few years. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that. But then you got the people, what they gonna do with the handout? Like if you get the handout, what you gonna do with it? They gonna buy gym shoes. They're gonna buy. So they're not willing to do that because they don't think that they're gonna use it wisely. So maybe if they did the handout, it was like, okay, you can only use it if you're gonna put it into some sort of stock or some sort of bond or something. This is how you get this money. So then they'll grow for you. Then maybe that'll help. But I mean, we got to get to that point because people want their money and they want it right now. We in the world where everybody wants it instantaneously, and that's not how it works. Like I got money built up in my stocks and stuff now from when I worked at Best Buy, and it's growing. COVID kind of jacked me up, but it's growing. But you can't touch it. And that's the problem.
But they're not being taught economics. We are not.
Exactly.
They're not being taught economics, how to budget. Home economics is not a subject anymore.
Consumer economics is not a subject anymore.
No.
So
these kids don't even know how to write checks.
Man, they don't even write. They don't even do manuscript.
Now, I will say my daughter went to both our daughters went to Malcolm X Academy, and they did teach them. They had it was a class where they took but it was like 7th graders, and they took them and they went to someplace downtown, and they gave them a husband and a kid.
Yep.
And they gave them money, and they had a
Yep.
car, they had a debit card, and
That's
my
awesome.
and my daughter used to say
It was. It was
she's
an
the
awesome program. It really
and my daughter
was.
used to say, I want to have 6 kids. Remember, Key? She used to always be like, I want to have
Yes.
6 kids. When she came back from that thing, she was like, I don't know. She said maybe one.
Maybe.
Because they gave
Maybe.
him a kid. The kid was like a kindergartner, and
That
they
was
told
the
the
best
kindergartner
program. That
they
was
told the
downtown.
kindergartner
I
to
don't know
act up.
why they stopped that. That was the
Yes,
best
it was the
program.
best thing,
And
and
they
it was
taught
an
them
all day thing.
economics and how to do a
They had to
budget.
cook. Yep, they had to cook.
Um,
They had to budget their money. It
yeah,
was
even if
yeah.
they were single or if they, based on, they taught them how much, because they was like, I want to be a basketball player.
Hmm.
So they taught them how much they made and how much, like that's not long money. And that was an amazing program. So
Hmm.
they definitely need more of those for
Growing
these.
up, but they got to start them young, and that's the problem. They're not starting them young,
They
so
definitely
then
need
they'll
it.
know.
Well,
Maybe we need
they'll
to.
start them twerking young, but go ahead.
Yeah, because it's easy.
I'm just saying, ladies. I'm just saying.
Because it's
Oh,
easy, and
Go
that's
ahead,
what
Shaq. Go
we
ahead,
we
Shaq.
think that's what you guys value. So
they think
The
that we
world
value
don't,
the
well, the world
twerking.
don't value that. I tell you that much. Within the blacks, yeah, they might value that shit and pump that shit up like that. Some, but as soon as we go out in the outside world, we look like fucking dummies and fucking idiots.
yeah.
That's why. Yeah, that's why our community so we don't take accountability for the fucked up shit we support. We do out here, flat out.
Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead, Shaq. I'm sorry.
And I agree with Daniel as well. Therapists that look like
Hmm.
us. Therapists who
Yeah.
look like us. For sure.
We don't need a 4-year education for that shit either, or a 6-year education for that shit either. By the way, that's just a debt. That's just getting you a dumbass.
I just think we need, like you were saying, more consumer economic programs. But these things are not going to be taught in public schools to our kids. They don't even want to teach our kids, about their own history in schools anymore. So maybe we need to start grouping our money together to get an infrastructure and get some volunteers in place that could teach our kids
Absolutely.
these consumer economic programs in these family economics
Yeah, like
programs.
community resource centers for sure. We definitely need community centers, family resource centers, definitely.
So how will we go about starting? I mean, well, at least getting people involved. I mean, of course, our conversations will definitely help, but I mean, how do we actually start this? I mean, because again, us talking about it is cool.
Well, I'm gonna go to
but
my
again, those
church, my
resources-
first lady, and I'm gonna tell her about the program that we had, because that was a really good program that they had, because they have a children's church, and so that we can teach them while they're young, because the parents don't know. So we could teach them while they're young. I don't have a problem with telling people about my journey with the 401ks and I work for a utility company. I could teach you how to not be broke because your electric bill is too high and your gas bill is too high, and now you can't afford to have it on, and it's about to be turned off, and it's Christmas time. So I can have those conversations with people, because I've been there, done that. I work in the field. I'm all about that. So I'm going to reach out, because I'm going to church tomorrow. Okay, you more than welcome to come. Just saying.
Question. Okay, I have no problem with coming to church, but let me ask you a question. How many times does the offering plate go around?
The offering plate only goes around once, and it doesn't go around. You choose. You can donate if you want to. He's not a stickler on that. He's had times where he forgot to even do the offering. He's not about that life. I'm gonna send you the link. He's a young pastor, and if the Lions is playing, we getting out early.
Well, they don't play tomorrow. Y'all be there at 4:00. They don't play tomorrow, so y'all be there at 4:00.
No, he not. Nope. He probably gonna be at the game. We ain't gonna. He'll probably wearing his Lions jersey. He don't play
They don't play tomorrow.
They don't play tomorrow.
Oh, they're not playing tomorrow at all. Oh, okay. Yeah, but
so
he don't. He's a young pastor, so he's like really. He don't like afternoon services, because he said he grew up in the church and he did not like to go to church in the afternoon, so he don't keep people there all day. He teach you the word and then you out.
Is he K's age? He's younger than K.
He's a little younger than you.
What I'm
I'm
saying
gonna send
is,
you the
no.
link. You could check him out. He
Okay,
has
no, we're
men's
not-
Bible study. He's a really good guy.
All right,
But
definitely.
he's like in his 50s, but he's a younger pastor.
No,
he's
he's
younger
not in
than
his
that.
50s at all. He's in his 40s.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead,
Is he
Shaq.
married?
Yes,
he
he's
married?
married with four girls. Yep.
Oh, that's nice. What's his wife's name? I'm just
Ebony.
kidding.
Let's
Ebony. I don't even.
Go ahead, Shaq. Go ahead.
I'll send you the link.
Do that.
Do any of you guys own your homes that you
Yeah.
live in?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you feel like the black people should know the purpose in why they should own their homes versus renting in the long run? Because we know right now the economy is a little bit messed up. But could you guys explain why y'all chose to like buy a house instead of,
Well, I'll tell you this much off the rip. I chose to buy them house because number one, when I really thought about it, I'm like $700-800 a month to be kicked out at the end of the year if I don't pay ABCD doing rent. No, hell no, that shit's stupid. That shit ain't going towards nothing.
Or they sell the property and you got to get out.
And you got to get the fuck out. So hell no. I want to take control of my situation. So I'm like, okay, well if I buy something that's mine, can't nobody take it from me unless I fuck it up myself. So regardless of how much repairs I have to do, it's better in the long run because it's an investment for me, an investment. So again, I can pass this on to the next generation. You can't do that by renting. So my money just seemed like it was going down the toilet. That's just like leasing a car. At the end of that lease, you done spent $10,000-$20,000. You could have bought the motherfucker. Duh. Make it make sense. So again, when I started thinking like, okay, and long-term factor, that shit don't make no sense. Renting is cool because you don't have the maintenance factors, but again, owning your shit, can't nobody take it from you. Like Rhonda said, they ain't gonna sell the property and be like, oh motherfucker, you gotta go. Can't do it, won't do it. So yeah.
I do lease my cars though, because I like to switch out every 2 years.
See, that's that baller shit, no. But you own your own home though.
That's
You know what I'm saying? But again, people, you know what I'm saying, go buy or rent or lease a car and don't even own their home, live in an apartment. Like, what do you do? What do you do with your money?
Right.
It doesn't make sense.
You just renting out your whole life.
Exactly. Instead of having a foundation to be like, hey, this is going to my kids, my peoples. Hey, this is. We don't think that way, so I thought that way. So that's the reason why I decided to do it. Buy my home.
So why did you think that way? Did somebody install that in you, or you came up with it on your own?
Came up with it after having so many different apartments and shit, and rent different houses. Like, man, it's just stupid. Like, man, come on, man, you acting real dumb, nigga. Like, you act like the blacks. So when I saw you thinking that rent some shit is gonna get you, nigga, no, nigga, go buy some land or go buy a house. Pay that motherfucker off, and then hell, everything else is yours. See, again, I don't have besides taxes, I don't have no house note paid for. Dear John Lennon.
So how long did it take for you to come to that conclusion, though? What age were you?
Well, again, my mind frame didn't come into a grown man shit till 38 when I almost died. So yeah, that was So at that age, I kind of started making changes. But again, they don't tell us about this shit when we're younger. Say, hey, go get you an apartment, go get you a car. That's what we heard. A house or get some over your head roof, some transportation, and a job. Those three things that you should have. That's what we was taught. Now we need to be teaching these kids, hey, let's own some shit. Downtown area changed dramatically. It was so many houses that we had opportunities to buy and purchase, but we decided to let other people come in, buy the houses for cheap as hell, fix these motherfuckers up, and it's just like changing the whole outlook of, the whole city. Because it's out like Boston, Edison area off of Woodward, going towards downtown. There's so many white people and Latinos that own them houses over there now, that lived in the houses and built them bitches, got them together, and now they look totally different. And we could have, instead we decided to move outside the city, rent shit. 90% or going in deep debt, going to buy a house, $300,000-$400,000 house, and you can, how long you gonna take to pay that motherfucker off? Stop it.
Let me say this to people. If Trump passes that 50-year mortgage, do not sign into a 50-year mortgage. I repeat, do not sign into a 50-year mortgage.
That's crazy.
That's crazy as fuck.
You'll be dead. You'll be dead before the 50 years is over.
Well,
I'll be 100 years old still trying to pay stuff
to
off.
own them though. A lot of people are not buying houses to own them. A lot of people are not buying houses so that they can pass them down to their children. A lot of people are buying houses to have a place to live. And that mortgage is indeed their rent. And that is just the same as having an apartment. It's just bigger and prettier. So it's just a matter of finances and the economics. People can't, they have bad credit. They don't qualify for a lot of, the programs
part.
and the
That part.
and the down
One thing-
payments and the.
I'm going to cut you off, Keith. I want you to continue your part. But
No, sure.
also, you can go down to the city county. They have a list of how many houses are available for $400, $500, $600. You can invest that money instead of a whole month's year
Absolutely.
rent. You know what I'm saying? Again, people don't think that way.
They
But go
don't
ahead.
know. That's definitely a lack of knowledge. That's definitely a lack of knowledge. And it's a lot of work and they just
And it's
like
a
I
lot of
said,
money.
it's
Because
it's
if
the
you buying a
instant- it's the-
$400-$500 house, that's gonna need like at least $200,000 worth of work.
But
Because
it's
when that
yours,
person
though.
left that house, they tore it up because they was mad they had to leave.
But again,
Well,
it's
but
yours
it's
to
a
be able
matter
to do
of
what you do
yeah,
with it.
but it's a matter of instant and what's available. If I'm
What's
able to
with-
give
right.
them the first month, last month, I only got $2,000. I don't have $200,000, so I got $200. I'm able to give them $200 this week and $200 2 more weeks. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And so that's what they're able to maintain. That they don't have the long money. They don't have the financial stability or, the economic mindset. So it's
For the
just
know-how.
So,
Well, how do
yeah.
Like I was saying, people don't know what they don't know.
But
Yeah.
it needs to be, well, how do we teach them? How do we, again, now it's about solutions. How do we get to the solution of changing this shit? Because
We
if
need
we
resource
don't,
centers. We need
Definitely.
people to take classes. We need the people who are educated in it to reach out to the people and be like, hey, come to this class. Don't charge for the class. And let's have a conversation. What's your questions? Because a lot of people don't even know what to ask. They thinking when they just buy a house, they just need to have the money. They don't think about, well, you got to pay the rent, you got to pay the water bill, you got to pay the taxes, you got to pay, you know what I'm saying? It's so much that come into when you get a house, that more money that you have to put into a house than just you getting a house. The house is the building. You still have to furnish it. You still have to. You have the lights, gas, all that other stuff to it. So it's really expensive. And if you're not prepared, then you really not gonna be prepared.
Yeah.
So
We
that's why
definitely need the
that's why
resources
people
and
go with the
people.
apartment. Because with the apartment, maybe the gas is included, so you only gotta pay lights.
but at the end, when they say get your black ass the fuck out, you stuck on stupid, and you don't pay these motherfuckers. You don't pay their house off, and now you stuck on stupid. So it's just, I mean, yeah, I feel your proverbs, but then it's like, damn.
And then saving money, you can't save money in the banks no more. The interest rates are stupid, ridiculous. They're like 0.001. So you only make like maybe $20 for a whole year of savings for $1,000. And I'm pushing it. That's, you don't even make
I
that
mean,
much. It's like
shit,
it's
I'm
like
looking at the
$10.
same $50 in this bank account that I have
And
for
it
my
said
daughter.
you are 86 cents, right? Because they don't have
we
interest rates. They
I
don't
think
have
we
the
had
interest rates no more.
$50, yeah, and 86 cents. Simone.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
there's no interest rate on return on your investment for saving money these days. So that's why everybody just spend it.
Yeah, yeah. And that,
That's very true.
I can't take it with you, that
That can't touch
mindset.
him. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Because
Yeah.
that's why people do these GoFundmes. Because they like, I ain't gonna pay no insurance, and well, they'll just have to worry about burying me when I'm gone. That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother
Selfish
day.
motherfucker.
Show enough,
That's some
show
selfish
enough.
ass shit there. Hell yeah, put your family all in debt trying to bury your black ass because you didn't want to take your responsibility as a grown
Right, because
motherfucker.
you didn't want to prepare for that. You didn't want to do
See, that's
anything.
fuck boy shit, man. See, the
Okay,
black.
that's something we do with black people for sure. That's definitely some black shit. We got to stop doing that. We need to start setting ourselves up for our family before we pass away. We need to start having life trusts. We need to stop even having wills. Like, we don't even need wills. Wills go to probate. Probate is messy. You got court, you still got all that bullshit. Just put that shit in a life trust.
Yeah.
Life trust.
Yes.
Or
Get
be
it
like
in
Rhonda, get the motherfucking last name and booyah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, she get every fucking thing. Now, God's willing, your husband here another 25, 30 years, whatever. I'm just saying, Ron. But again,
Ladies, collect the
all
rings.
this relationship shit, all that relationship shit, and you get nothing? Oh, you fucking idiot.
Collect the rings, ladies.
She got 30 years invested and go get that bread. God's willing, he don't pass. But I'm saying, she got her shit together. We don't think that way as a black community. We think, hey, being single out here and being just, hey, oh, we can do whatever fuck ever. Yeah, well, no. You being in a relationship.
We've been
7
together
years.
7 years, so we legally married by the state of the law.
That shit don't even work. There's 90% of the states out here that don't even work. And I think it went up to 20 years now of common law marriage. Hell, in some states. So, yeah, so again, all that dumb shit, logic thing that the blacks tend to have, that, being single out here is cool, or being in a 7-year long-term relationship is cool, and if you don't got that diamond, bling, bling, Rhonda, please show us the ring, please. Thank you. If you don't have that, you ain't talking about nada, Nishka, nothing. For real. Yeah, but anyway, Shy, take over the show. Go ahead.
All right, we're going to go ahead and just go into our last topic, and that is the black on black crime. Why do we get upset when an outsider, a non-black, kill one of our own? We are up in arms about that stuff. But when we kill our own people or harm our own people, especially out here in Chicago, because it's a goddamn mess.
Silence to the lambs.
Direct.
I mean, they just earlier this year, a woman got murdered, dropping her son off at school. Why are we not protesting in the streets? Why are we not shutting down the schools? Why are we not doing something about it? Why do we just take it like, oh, well, we did it to ourselves. Oh, well, but
we've been desensitized. It's become part of the norm.
Why?
To kill
That's bullshit. But we'll go protest and burn up our own fucking neighborhoods because a white man done killed a black man. But as soon as little homie done killed little homie, or killed the innocent kid, we silence the lambs around this motherfucker. Ain't nobody protesting. Ain't nobody doing jack shit.
Saying nothing. People ain't out here snitching. Oh, no.
Right. Ain't none of this shit going on. Why?
And that's what it is. You hit it right there. The no snitching. That's what it is. We're not gonna tell on ourselves.
We need to.
I'm just telling you. I ain't saying that. I'll tell. I'm a tattletale. Don't do no joke. Don't do no dirt around me.
I believe you.
Call me Lil Karen. Okay. Don't do no dirt around me. Well, I'm gonna tell you, it depends on who you are too, because I ain't gonna tell on my husband.
But if you kill somebody, you gonna say something. If you see somebody kill,
Yep.
I'm saying, especially some innocent motherfuckers, kids are getting, and nobody seems to be. None of us blacks seem to be having a problem with that shit. As soon as a white man kill our asses, oh shit, we ready to go. Bring the National Guard. We protesting up and down the streets. On this real fuckboy shit. Where's the same energy? That's all I'm asking. Make it make sense. Where's the same energy when a black boy can kill an innocent little black kid and nobody says shit? but then they're up in arms when a white man kills some black dude. Come on,
Because
y'all.
it's the mentality we don't want to see another one of ours in the prisons.
Right, the buffoonery. That's buffoonery.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll sit up here and accept that
I
Ray
didn't
Ray
say it was made sense.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying, right? But we'll get upset and get, you know what I'm saying, and be accepting that little Ray Ray killed Tom Tom, you know what I'm saying, little boy, and it's all good. Shit, hell, it's all good.
What about stealing from each other? Why do we steal from each other? Why do we break into each other's houses? Why do we not look out for each other's children? Like, what's going on? What's up with the sexual exploitation going on within our communities? Like, how many of us was molested when we were younger by somebody that we knew? How many boys were out there prematurely exposed to sex and sexual contact, you know, due to them not being protected? Like, these are things that these are all crimes within our own community that we don't address. Therefore, they go checked for generations, for years. What about the generation before you guys, when you guys had my great grandma out there having 13, 14 kids with 5, 6 different men and like no marriage, no ring? Like, what was going on? What was going on? You know what I'm saying?
A whole lot of fucking.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
We good at that.
Hell yeah.
We good at that. Yeah.
It's
Well,
sad.
I just want to just touch on that because it's difficult because again, it's a matter of exposure. It's going to be black on black because that's what they're around, and so it's not going to be. It's all a roar when it's a different race because of the prejudicial state of affairs overall. Everything is black against white or this black. It's all it's heightened. It's just a level of expectancy to kill our own. It's a level of, it's who it's you live in a black neighborhood, so it's more likely than not a black man is going to kill black men. So I think that's why
so fucking
it
sad,
is
man.
it is there is it's just lack of love of the community. It's just lack of love of the community.
Well, we always
And that crab apple mentality.
Morals.
Rhonda,
I told you.
Yeah.
They don't have it. They don't have it. We're in this. I'm out for self. So if they got it, I'm gonna take it because it's easier for me to take theirs than for me to work to get it.
Yep.
I should hear this dog over here going crazy. You don't know how many times a day I grab Lula running down these steps. Okay. That dog, I swear, it'd be like somebody coming in here that way that dog be carrying on. Good God.
Yeah, so
Lola is my 9, by the way, y'all.
Oh, okay. I figured you were some little crazy ass killer dog running around that motherfucker.
Yeah, the dog be kind of carrying on, and I'm thinking that it's somebody trying to come in here. So yeah, I grabbed the backup, So, let me know. I'm on my way. Timmy's in the well.
We got when white people kill white people, nobody says white on white crime. And that's just how the media portrays.
It's so true.
Well, again,
so true. Because it's the white people going out here killing, like going into the schools. You don't ever hear that like black people's doing that. I mean, I'm not saying it don't happen, but you don't see it. But they don't say, "Oh, this is a white on white crime."
That's true.
Is his name Laquan?
Laquan Williams.
My bad. I can't really see. My bad, player.
You can't see.
I definitely feel you. You know what I'm saying? But again, when it comes back to our community, what the fuck is going on? Why do we sit up here and accept the shit that another black man or a YN could kill one of our own and nobody says jack shit? That make it, I don't understand that. I know you got some, because again, that's a good ass point. You're absolutely right. The media portrays it as, what they portray it as. But again, in our community, it is so bad to where it's every single day somebody black is killing somebody black, and they're not normally 9 out of 10 they're innocent black people that's getting killed, and we accept the shit, and we're not rallying. I don't see Black Lives Matter all in the streets no more. I don't see none of that shit. But let some motherfucking Caucasian kill one of our cool asses.
Or a cop.
Right.
All hell gonna break loose if it's a cop. All hell gonna break loose if it's a cop. So he can be innocent or not, or justified shooting or not, or we're gonna be in an uproar. We're gonna be all over this motherfucker. So again, I don't understand. Can you make it make sense to me as a black male? Why do we sit up here and accept that we can kill each other, but don't have the same energy when somebody else kill us? That don't make no sense. I don't. No.
You know what I just thought about? I just thought about this. What about if it's because we do not discipline our own people? You know what I'm saying? Because we kind of rely on the government to discipline our people, and we kind of have like mass incarceration where the government is like in there constantly removing black men out of their families and their homes and their communities and putting them into little jail cells, you know, dehumanizing them. That's a whole nother story about the prison industrial complex. But still, like, what if it's because like we don't have our own people out there walking the streets, knocking these niggas upside their asses like when they do?
Oh, like they used to back in the day when they had the guardian angels and
because you're going to get shot if you tell a young man to pull his pants up. It's going to be a matter of you bitch, and I mean, you know what I'm saying? And so it's just a lack of respect for them. I mean, if they don't respect themselves,
they ain't got no respect. Queen, hit the click the link in the chat, Queen. Yeah, we know the YNs are retarded, but we again.
Can you say that? You can't say that.
Who can't say
I mean,
whatever
you want to say.
Can't say the R word.
Yeah, I don't think you.
And man, Trump is back in office. We can say anything and fucking thing we want to. The fuck? Are you crazy? What the fuck? All those censor shit, that shit is out the window. Oh, hell
right.
No.
He out here grabbing pussy.
We need those words because again, all this old soft spoken shit. We had bullies back in the day. Either you got your ass whooped, or you got your ass whooped and you beat that bully ass. All this old committing suicide shit today. I don't understand. So again, things are different now. You know, this white man has took over the country, and he said, "Fuck this shit. We're not gonna allow." You know what I'm saying? You can just, I mean, you can, because I say gay or faggot or something like that. You can get. I'm gonna get banned or what?
Yes.
But you can have transsexual men in the bathroom with little girls, and that's okay.
I didn't mention.
No. So again, hell, I can say what the fuck I want to nowadays. For the next.
All right. Well, let me just say this one thing.
Yeah, put a disclaimer out there.
Let me just say this one thing. Did y'all know? I just learned today that President Donald Trump is removing Martin Luther King Day and Juneteenth from the national holiday registries, and he is replacing his birthday instead. He's removing Martin Luther King Day.
Wait a minute. What? What? No. Hell no.
I swear I saw it. I saw it online.
That was clickbait.
I really hope. I definitely
have to look at this. I definitely have to find that because
I really hope that's not true.
Martin Luther King Day would be a matter of.
I really hope that's not true. I'm gonna say that
Donald Trump changed Martin Luther King Day and Juneteenth Day.
Man, no.
It's not gonna get approved. It's not gonna get approved. I can't see that going through. I can't see that going through.
That's a lot to go through.
Donald Trump's administration did recently alter which specific days were supposed to be offered as free administration days to the U.S. national parks, and he did remove Martin Luther King Day and Juneteenth Day from that list and replace it with his own birthday. However, he did not change the federal holiday dates of Martin Luther King Day or Juneteenth Day.
Okay.
They
He
still
just did it
are
for perks. Okay.
federal national holiday.
I mean, that's still not good. It's just not a good look. It just makes him look more racist than
Did
it just
black
make him
people
look
even
racist.
care about the National Parks Registry though? Like, when the last time you heard a nigga say,
how many of us are really? How many of the blacks are really in that field? No, we don't care.
Yeah.
So again, as long as it's not the federal where it's affecting us as a whole, we don't care about that shit. So that's gonna be
I was about to cry.
for him on some.
I was. I'm like, no, don't let that be. I was about to cry.
No.
That hurt my feelings.
No, hell no, man. That man ain't got that much fucking power. Come on, man. Stop it. No.
No one man to have all that power.
He
did that because he could. And he
right,
did
exactly.
That
just like he came in the office. Just like he came in the office and told y'all exactly what the fuck he was gonna do because he knew the power of what he could do. He knew he could stop the immigration, that he could stop that shit quickly. He knew he could change all them transgender laws and all that crazy. He knew some of the shit he could do. Again, that shit right there, ain't no touching that shit. That's a federal holiday. No touching that shit, period.
Yeah,
our black days.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to come back from that. He wouldn't be able to come back from that.
I don't think Donald Trump is racist though.
I don't either.
If he did that move, that would from the federal. That would be
racist as hell.
That would be a racist act. Again, I never thought he was racist.
But I'm saying
because in the 80s and 90s, this man was with so many black men and so many black videos. Every rapper in the 80s and 90s talked about this man, and especially in the early 2000s. They had this man all their videos on talking about we want to be like Donald Trump. But all of a sudden, as soon as he ran for president, oh shit! No, he's a racist. No, he's a vulgar asshole. Yeah, we can't. Yeah, he's an asshole. True enough, but being racist? No.
I don't know. The national park move is showing racism to me. I'm just saying. Because why? Because why? He didn't need to touch those 2 days, or he could have just added his birthday. It wasn't no need for him to touch those other 2 days. What was it hurting him?
Because he's like, these blacks don't go to the national parks. They don't give a fuck.
But I'm saying, so that's what I'm saying. That's why I was giving racist, because you didn't have to touch. You didn't have to touch them. You could have just added your birthday. He could have just added his birthday.
We don't even know why he changed. We don't even know why he changed.
Those are the days the barbecue smell like barbecue.
You already know that's the days we go to the park to barbecue. Them days we got off work, they go to barbecue on them days. And
they got invited to our barbecue.
And here he go. There we go.
That means so basically saying if you haven't earned your vacation time and you're at your job, you need to be trying to. I mean, because again, I don't know the reason why. You just read a quote. So again,
I just told you the reason why. Because you're racist.
I don't go on quotes anymore because I seen the media feed me for 4 years under Joe Biden, feed me quotes and then misrepresentation. And then when I go back and read the actual clip itself or see the actual clip, I'm like, damn, that was taken way out of context. So again, Sha might be correct. Makita, you definitely might be correct. But until I hear the reason why he changed it, I don't give a flying fuck. As long as it ain't federal, I know it ain't affecting me. We care about shit.
See? And there you go. Listen, that mentality right there is the whole point of this thing. It ain't affecting me, so you don't care. So that's the whole point of all this stuff we're talking about. You said it's not affecting you, so you don't care. This man took away
Black people care about too much shit. The blacks care about too much shit. Y'all care about shit that ain't affecting y'all. How many of your people in your life are affected by this shit right now? You didn't even know what happened.
I didn't know what happened. I didn't know what happened.
But shit we shouldn't be caring about.
And
that's
that
the bullshit. If it's not affecting you, if it's not affecting the black community, why should you give a fuck? Let me ask you a question. If it's not affecting the black community,
right here, because I'm tired of us destroying each other. That's why.
You said what?
Says because one of our commenters and viewers said earlier, it's because I'm tired of us destroying each other. That's why.
But again, it's not the black community, so why should you care? That's what y'all should be passionate. That's what y'all should be passionate about. Shit that's going on in the black community, not what's going on. Because again, how many people are really affected by that shit? Honestly, if you, because again, you didn't even know when was that shit passed, Shot? Do you know that shit was today? Oh, so again, that probably ain't gonna take effect until after he leave office. Number one, because it's gonna go through some channels for him to actually be able to pass the shit through Congress and everything else. So.
No, he changing the parks. He changing the parks, not the national.
How is it affecting the black community that your black ass won't get paid if you don't take your ass to work?
It's not a matter of the not getting paid. It's the whole. I let you ask the question. You asked the question. Let me answer it. You asked the question. Let me answer it. You did.
Okay.
You said how was it affecting me? If it's not affecting the black community.
You gonna finally answer that? Go ahead. You gonna finally answer that? You gonna finally answer that? Go ahead. Go right ahead.
Okay. So I'm finally answering it. So we fought long and hard to get Martin Luther King, and we just got Juneteenth. So for him to go through and take it away and to add his birthday, I'm just saying it wasn't necessary. He could have just added his birthday. Him taking those 2 days away is sending a message. That's all I'm saying. It's sending a message.
What message is it sending, please? Please explain.
I don't like black people. Because he didn't have to do it. He could have just added his birthday. It was his way of saying, I don't like black people. You can say whatever you want. I done had some wine.
It's time to stop.
Could be the wine talking right now, but I'm just gonna say he could have just did it for his birthday, because I thought he just want to feel important too. That's all it is. He just want to feel important too. So he could have just did it. He could have just added his birthday, and that was it. But he chose to take those 2 days away. Again, you're correct. It's not affecting me personally, but it's affecting me and my mindset on him, because you didn't have to do that. It wasn't necessary.
Okay.
It wasn't necessary. It wasn't necessary.
Personal. We talking about as far as our black community. That's a personal thought, which is all good. I respect your personal thought about it. Now I understand where you're coming from. You take it on the personal aspect of it. Now I get you 1,000%, and I agree with you 1,000% on the personal aspect. But then when I think about it on the big picture of it, I'm like, oh no, not so much. But I feel you on the personal tip, because that
he's
makes
the
you feel
president.
But
he's the president, and him doing.
Hey man, we had a president
as the president.
That didn't do jack shit.
But I'm saying
we had an 8-year president that allowed transgender beings to be in the bathroom with young girls. Are y'all serious right now? Come on, man, stop it. Stop it, ladies. Come on, man. Don't do that to me, y'all. I'm not even a President Donald Trump fan at all. But again, I see certain shit. We will set trip and act the fucking fool about this motherfucking holiday, but we allow grown ass men to say, "Hey, I'm a different today, so I can be able to go in the bathroom." Come on, y'all, really? That don't make no sense to me, but we're not going to even go there, because this is not nothing political. We're not a political show. We don't do that type of shit. We do, you know what I'm saying? We don't do religion or politics on here. We might spit it out for a second, but we don't talk about that.
Let's go.
Religion and politics on the very next episode. So you better be ready.
No, we won't.
The blacks got a big problem.
Oh, you talking about with the blacks? Oh, hell yeah. I thought you talking about the nationwide. Oh, no, that's just no. But with the blacks,
yeah. The blacks, we got to talk about the religion and the black.
Go ahead, Shine. Go ahead.
Wait.
No, I see Rhonda shaking her head. Like, Rhonda, I ain't mad at you, but again, hey, I was brought up in the church, so again, my mind frame is just a little bit different than other people. So when I think about that, I know what God and the Bible say. Again, my mother, but again, Hey, until I turned 13 years old, I was in the church every day. Wednesday,
And look what
Thursday,
it got
Friday,
you.
Saturday, Sunday. And boy, you talking about reading scriptures and knowing. Now, my mind at 53 years old is not where it's supposed to be, but I remember what I was taught as a man as a young boy growing up, and as a man, certain things. I understand the world changed. Hell yeah, life has changed. But again, and to each his own. But again, God's way, that's not God's way. So again, I follow God. If you follow God, you don't. Some of that shit you just be like, you might accept it, but you don't. I mean, you might. Well, I don't even know if you accept it, but when you follow God, you follow a different rule set. That's just my thought. But anyway, Sha, continue.
I was gonna end the show out with one last video. This video is a little bit longer than the rest of them, but it's just to drive home what we were talking about. I'll probably cut the video short a little bit towards the end, but here we go.
Love to tell us that black people don't know how to spend money, that we're frivolous, we don't invest, we don't work together. They'll remind us that we have $2 trillion of spending power, yet only 2% of the money circulates within our community. And then they'll compare us to other groups, how the dollar circulates in their community for weeks before it leaves.
Yeah,
and
like
black
it's on
dollar,
there, and it's well, this time it's actually changing screens, but I just can't hear the commentary on.
Are you on your iPad, Keita? Or are you
No,
doing
I'm on my phone.
See, Rhonda had that problem yesterday, but she was on the iPad. Rhonda, can you see that?
I can see it, but I can't hear anything.
I can see it. I can see it for sure.
So you have the same problem
I
you
can
did
hear it.
yesterday.
I can hear it. I can hear it, Shy. Hold on.
It's not even playing, y'all.
Hold on.
It's on the delay.
Volume.
It's on the delay.
Oh, shit.
So what do I do now?
No, you can play it. I can hear it on my phone. I was able to hear it.
only 6
I turned it up a
hours.
little bit. I was able to
But
hear
they
it
never
when
tell
we
us
had
why.
part.
We know that for 400 years we worked for free
Go ahead.
while others got paid. If you calculate that unpaid labor, historians estimate it would total over $97 trillion today. That's $97 trillion in stolen wages, compounded growth, and generational wealth that never entered black hands. We built this nation's economy, the railroads, the cotton, the agriculture, the wealth, yet never reap the rewards. So when they say we spend frivolously, remind them that we're spending in an economy we built that we were systematically excluded from owning. And let's be clear, our spending power is massive. If Black America were a country, our $2 trillion economy would rank 8th in the world. That's ahead of countries like Canada, Italy, and South Korea. That means we do have money, but it's time to redirect that power towards ourselves. Now, before integration, the black dollar circulated for up to a year within our community. We had our own hospitals, banks, grocery stores, theaters, and schools. We spent with one another, and that's how we built all of these Black Wall Streets across America. After they bombed and burned down and we rebuilt, something happened. Integration. Because when we no longer had to do business with one another, we stopped doing business with each other. We thought the white man's ice was colder. We took our money, our power, and we gave it to everybody else. Now, when you go into Black...
Okay, did you stop the video?
Yeah, because it was doing something on my end. I don't know if y'all can actually see that, ladies, but we're not going to worry about that. But basically, yeah, I so appreciate y'all, as always, coming on the show. Because, again, Shy decided to put this together like this because we need to have these conversations. And, I mean, it's more than, the Venus versus Mars is one show that we do, but it's more humor than, it's a mixture of what we do on that show compared to this show. This is really about us Blacks and the shit that we accept and the buffoonery we accept in our community and the shit and the changes that need to be made in our community that really affects us every single day. And if we don't do nothing about it and we just sit back and let it just keep continuously happening the way it's happening, we're going to lose, y'all. We're going to continuously lose. Because again, I've never been held down by any man. Nobody's superior over me. I've always gotten what the fuck I wanted to get as long as I put the work in. So I know, and I know a lot of black people feel the same way. If you put your work in, just like your son, that's why I'm so proud of your son. He will get picked up by the end of the year. We ain't gonna need to go there, but we'll talk. Believe me, he will be on the motherfucking roster. Oh yeah, believe you me. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Oh yeah, he will be on somebody's roster at the end before the end of the year. But anyway, yeah, I appreciate y'all definitely tapping in because again, we need you. I wish your banker friend Rhonda could have came on and talked to us because again, that would have been some real insight to But hopefully we can get him on next time. Just have some real. Because again, we need people to talk to the people, y'all, to talk to the blacks. If not, we're gonna keep failing. Shy, you got your last words about that?
Nope, you said it beautifully. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you, ladies, for joining. I'm going to go ahead and take you off the screen. So long, y'all. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you, guys. Love you, Mom.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Miss Rhonda. Okay. Thank you for joining me on the show, Jay. Thank you to all other people in the chat. I'm going to give them a little shout out here. We got LaQuinn and C Money here. Yeah. C Money, they have their podcast. I snuck in here.
Hell yeah.
We also have Daniel 7X. What up? Allahu Akbar.
Hell yeah.
We have Reggie Hill. That's my brother. I don't know if he's watching, but stop calling me so much. Bro?
Hell yeah.
Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna butcher his name. Mr. Boyd. I'm gonna call him Mr. Boyd. Yes, I know he has a YouTube channel.
I can't even see my man's name.
It's like Kamika Boyd.
See, I can't.
I don't know.
Oh, that's real. That's platinum.
Right. Thank you for watching. He has a YouTube channel where he reviews movies and stuff like that. So go check him out. Thank you to the ladies who were watching. Thank you to everybody watching at home. And to you guys watching in the future. If you're not watching right now, you will be watching later. Just know that we appreciate your contribution. And if you have any contributions or solutions for the blacks or any of the problems that's happening within the community, please leave them down below and I will read them and we will definitely discuss them on the next episode of the blacks.
Hell yeah, what's wrong with the blacks?
What's wrong with the blacks?
Let's get it together. Hey, make sure y'all subscribe to our channels, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. It is the Hell Yeah We Want to Know podcast. That's the Story Hill Hood podcast, you know what I'm saying? Definitely follow us on YouTube and shit. Much love, Rhonda. Hell yeah, always, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we need to be networking. If y'all got podcasts, if y'all got shows, and y'all want to be on our panel for the Venus versus Mars or for the blacks, what's wrong with the black show? You know what I'm saying? We could definitely use y'all to come on the panel and talk y'all shit because, again, these are conversations we need to be having in our community, you know what I'm saying? And it's not excluded to the motherfucking blacks either. Because, again, I want to hear what other nationalities feel about our dumbasses out here following this buffoonery ass shit that we fucking follow. So, again, I do appreciate, you know what I'm saying, everybody tapping in, white, black, Chinese, whatever you are, I appreciate you tapping in, you know what I'm saying, to our podcast. And Shai, you do an amazing job, you know what I'm saying, as always, you know, hosting and shit. It's our first time really, yeah, hell yeah, this is the first time you really took over. She co-hosts one of them time, but she hosted the shit off this motherfucker. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Girl, I'm gonna get you live as you don't start. Do not start. You are live right now.
Is it? I just popped the Benadryls like 5 minutes ago, so you already know what time. I already know what time it is. Okay.
The white flag. It's all over. It's all over.
It's all over, y'all. But like I said, thank you for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and play the intro again on the way out. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord has split you.
Y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening and be safe. Enjoy, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, make sure y'all subscribe. Hell yeah. Play that intro.
What's wrong with the blacks? The civil rights movement was the worst thing that ever happened to the blacks.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that? What's wrong with the blacks?
What's wrong with the blacks, Amanda?
What's wrong with the blacks?
Be there. A woman that's smart and disagreeable is not a woman that's in high demand. She's not a woman.
What's wrong with the blacks?
To turn our backs on our divinity. There are beings that we cannot see. There is evil.
What's wrong with the blacks?